Hey everyone, this is a clip from a recent episode of Another Pass, where we talk about movies and all the struggles that go into making them. If you like it, check out the whole podcast. You can find it at certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts. So, for people who are not familiar with this movie, it is a World War II era magic story that gets real weird real quick.
Yeah, honestly, this is like, if Stefan was like Stefan from SNL, he would be wonderful at promoting this. Like, this movie has everything. It has Nazis. It's got brown face. It's got music. It's got an under the sea moment. It has everything.
It's got Roddy McDowall, who, listeners might be happy to hear that we will be talking about some Roddy McDowall stuff later this year.
I'm concerned that I missed the brown face, but also if I didn't realize it was brown face,
I did as well.
I think I know where in the movie it had to be. So
Oh yeah.
I don't.
It's the place that has everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That doesn't help me at all.
The-
I don't know what we're talking about.
It's the market. It's the market. It's was it like Piccadilly?
Portobello Road.
Portobello.
yeah.
Portobello Road.
Yeah.
Mushroom. Portobello Road.
Okay, I will confess, I completely ignored the movie during that song because I was not paying attention, and I remember not paying attention to that song because I know how the song goes, and I just, I missed everything. I was listening, but I missed most of what was happening there.
I will be honest. They did actually sprinkle, at least, maybe like 10% of people of color. There were a couple of people that were actually black, but there were definitely dancers, especially the ones in the turbans, that were, when they lifted their necks, you could tell there was white underneath.
dang.
So there was a lot of that. Yeah, I mean, it's the era, unfortunately, of still.
Dang
See,
it!
I looked at those and went, "Oh, good, they got the right people." I did not pay that much attention, apparently.
They got
The
some
makeup was
of
that
the right
good.
people.
Some were the right people. Okay.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's a weird number in there. So, like, this is set during World War II, and that number, there's so many weird things going on. That number is like, look at all the wonderful people we have colonized, is
Yes.
sort of gist.
Very much
and it's
so.
weird.
Especially when a bunch of them are in military uniforms, but also still only dancing in their own religious and or ethnic groups. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, and this is a good spot to mention. So, there are two versions of this movie. There's the theatrical cut, and then there is an extended cut that was put out in the 90s. And I would bet that that the four of us have only really seen the longer cut. And apparently that song they cut out like 7 minutes for the theatrical cut. Which
Well,
makes
it
sense,
makes sense.
because
It goes on
there's a lot that's
forever.
just sort of like, oh, it's still going. Oh, okay.
This is why I cut in and out watching it, because the song just continued forever, and I love music, but also it's very repetitive.
The main thing that it communicates is how long it took them to not find the right book. Like,
True.
Right.
that's what it accomplishes.
It does a good job.
It's
Yeah.
like, this market is so big that we got to have more than one dance number in a single song. And they're still looking, and oops, no, they didn't find it. So, I mean, you're saying this movie is all over the place, and my immediate thought was, I want to be like, no, it's a very straightforward movie about a witch who takes a correspondence course so she can be better at fighting the Nazis if they ever show up, and or she can do something, just in case. And then because it's a movie, they show up. But yeah, it has an interesting route to accomplish that basic premise.
Remember, if you like that clip, check out the podcast. You can find it at certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts.